Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Kayla and I maintain a backyard garden at my home in North Texas. There is a lot that needs to get done around the garden today. I don't know if I'm going to get to everything, but we're going to give it a shot. I need to harvest these radishes. These are way overdue. I've got some plants that need to go in. My peppers are ready. And then I've got some things that I need to seed or reseed. And then lastly, I think we need to fertilize pretty much everything and mulch anything that is not already mulched. So that's the plan for today, and we'll see how much I actually get done. Alright, here are all the radishes. Really happy with how those did. Just a couple small ones that didn't make it, so I put those in the compost, but yeah, really happy with how these turned out. Now that the radishes are out, I've got 3 more marigolds that I'm going to go ahead and pop on this side of the bed. Alright, if you were watching my videos in the fall, then you know that I dug up and overwintered one of my Mad Hatter peppers. So I think what I'm going to do is put it in this pot here. I've been hardening it off again. It's already got peppers on it. I wasn't sure if I should pick those off or not, so I just left them. But yeah, I think I'm going to put it back in this pot. It was in a smaller pot in the fall, but I think it was outgrowing that one, so I think this bigger pot will be good. So yeah, I'll do that now. Alright, it's a little bit goofy, it's a little bit spindly from being inside and just getting the light from the window. I anticipate I'll probably cut it back a little bit at some point, but for right now I'm just going to give it a really good water and let it get acclimated to its new home. Slight change of plans. I decided it really needed a cage for how lanky it is, so I put a tomato cage on there. It's gonna help. We're expecting some storms tonight, so I figured the wind would probably snap it unless it had some extra support. So yeah, I trimmed up a couple of the branches and I'll probably trim up a couple more later, but yeah, now I'm gonna leave it and just see what it does. Alright, over in this pot I have the pansies that I planted back in the fall. They're still doing well, but it is going to be getting too hot for them, so I'm going to go ahead and switch these out for some bright orange zinnias. Back here is where I have my 4 eggplant and then the cosmos that I started from seed. I did pick up a few more cosmos from the garden center today, so I think I'm going to plop these along the back here. For whatever reason, I had really low germination rates on my lemon cucumbers that I planted over here. I think it's because of the soil in this bed. This is the soil I've mentioned really not liking before. So what I'm going to do is mix in a little bit of better soil along the trellis line, and then reseed these. Alright, this is the bed where I planted the hocus cucumbers. You can see I've got some right along here, so those are doing much better. I've just put some fresh soil in the middle here because this is where I'm going to plant my okra. So I'm doing 2 new varieties this year. I'm doing Jing Orange and then Heavy Hitter. So I'm probably going to start 3 of each and then thin them out to 2, just in case one doesn't germinate. So 4 plants total in here when they've been thinned out. And yeah, I think that's the plan. Alright, we are back over to the previous bed, and now it's time to put in all of the peppers. So I wrote the pepper labels on popsicle sticks, and in the process of watering them, they all washed off. So I'm only about like 75% sure these are the correct peppers, but it doesn't really matter. So in this bed, I'm going to put 2 jalapenos and then 2 serranos, hopefully. This pot over by the eggplant is what I think is a Hungarian yellow wax pepper. I genuinely have no idea what this pepper is. Both of them don't look great to begin with, so I'm just gonna put both in this pot and then we'll see if one survives and then I'll take the other one out. But yeah, I don't know what they are. Alright, and lastly, this is the only label I could definitively read, so these are Thai chilies. So I'm going to put one in this pot, and then I might find another place to sneak another one, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll just put one in for now, and then I'll find another spot later. I was having a hard time deciding what I wanted to put in these 2 pots back in the corner of my garden. This is where I had the sweet potato vines last year, but this year I want to try a vining flower, so I'm going to try to seed these black-eyed Susan vines, and we'll see how that goes. If they don't seed, then I do have a morning glory that I might try to put over here, but we'll give this a try first. So I'm going to put a couple in each of these pots and see how they do. Okay, so my snap peas are leaning away from the trellis a little bit, so what I'm going to do is tie a string across here to kind of push them back towards it. And then the last thing to do today is to fertilize everything and then mulch the beds that don't have mulch. So for fertilizer, I use tomato tone for my tomatoes, and then garden tone for everything else, just to keep it simple. So yeah, I'm gonna tie the snap peas, fertilize, mulch, and then I think water, and we'll be done. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good for today, so I'll do a little walkthrough, show you the whole garden, and then I'm gonna water some things and be done. So, got the sunflowers over here, nasturtiums are still doing pretty good, and then the cross vine is still growing up, so that's great. Got the fig over here, the new zinnias, and the Mad Hatter pepper that I transplanted. Over here, I had the gomphrena, the cucamelons, and then cucumbers, and then I just seeded the okra. We've got some garlic still in here. I don't think these are gonna come back, but this one's still looking good over here. This was the hardneck variety, so that did the best throughout the freezes, because that's better for cold climates. So yeah, that one's still looking good. Got all my snapdragons and scabiosa in here. My 2 tomatillos, beans are coming up, and my cantaloupe there. Got some additional tomatoes and basil and marigolds in here. Zinnias are there. These wildflowers are starting to bloom. Very pretty. I put amaranth in here, and I think something was eating it, so I'll leave it for now, but I might reuse this pot for something else. I already forgot what pepper we put in here, so, so I'll have to watch this back and figure out what that is. Serranos, jalapenos, and the dill, still looking good here. Forgot what pepper that is as well. Eggplants are here with cosmos throughout. Onions here, looking good. Nasturtiums, dahlias, some strawberries. Then all my tomatoes and marigolds, and then a little nasturtium back there. Snap peas are looking great. We've got the lemon tree over here, the blackberry, and then more strawberries, another nasturtium. The bees are loving this time at the moment because it's flowering, so they are just all over here. We got basil back there, rosemary, mint, and then the black-eyed Susan that I just seeded. So yeah, we are just about planted for the spring, so now it's just time to sit back and wait. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.